The NBC Weather Brief is coming up at 10:30 p.m. Find out your forecast for tomorrow. Brought to you in part by Palace Bingo, where friends meet friends and friends win money.
Well, good evening, everybody. The heat rolls on, and it's going to be rolling for the next 3 months. I don't see a whole lot of hope in terms of any kind of cooling, not even getting back to normal August, or rather say summertime weather, because we've already broken some records. Now, while we had no actual rain in South Texas, there was one thunderstorm up in Dallas, but you can see how that follows the line of a lot of big storms that are rolling through the east, and they're actually happy. They've been in a drought for a while. How to deal with the excessive heat? First of all, find some air conditioning. If you don't have any, just go to the mall, or go to the grocery store, walk around, cool down. Avoid strenuous activity. Now, you can, walk across the parking lot, but it's, working with a jackhammer or cutting the grass in the middle part of the day where it's a concern. Wear light clothing and long sleeves. Really, you don't want to get your sunburn. That's something we want to avoid. Check on family members and your neighbors that may or may not have air conditioning. Plenty of water. Watch for heat cramps, exhaustion, and stroke, and never leave anybody, whether they're two-legged or four-legged, in the car. Temperatures today, 94 for us, and pretty hot out west, 103 in Laredo. Now that's today. Tomorrow we're going to be looking at about 2 degrees warmer. So we're looking at 97 here in Victoria, 102 in San Antonio, 110 down in Laredo, and that's just the temperature, as we like to say. The heat advisories basically continue for everyone from the Waco area southward out west. They're also having high fire danger because of heat and drought. So they're much drier than we are. We've got, of course, all that humidity to deal with. But there's really not a lot of change in our weather pattern. We're going to be stuck like this until something actually moves in the tropics. So we're looking at high pressure over us, keeping everybody on the warm and the steamy side. This is your forecast for the next 7 days. These are your high temperatures. Not exactly very encouraging, is it? I know you've got activities for the Juneteenth this weekend. Go, have a great time, get plenty of liquids, fluids, and wear a hat and don't get sunburned. Otherwise, our dew points is going to keep us on the oppressive side all the way through. So that means that that's about as oppressive as swamp humidity as you can get. Coming up, we'll be talking about your 7-day forecast, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. Well, we're looking at our day planner for tomorrow. For those of you in Port Lavaca, you start off at 82. That's the morning low temperature, getting up to about 93. As long as the sea breeze is blowing, it's not so bad. For Cuero, they start off at 80 in the morning and get up to about 98 because obviously they're farther away from the water, and so it's going to be rather blazing out there. 7 days, no real changes. We've got an alert day for tomorrow because everybody's going to be affected by this heat. And of course, as we get up to 99, 100 over the weekend, our heat index will be above 110. That's the point where everybody needs to be very cautious about how much strenuous activity you do out there. So hot and humid is the forecast. In the simple words, try and stay cool. Check on your neighbors and make sure everybody's getting a little bit of cooling. And don't forget your pets outside as well. That's your 7-day forecast. Thanks for joining us.
You're watching KMOL, NBC, Victoria.